Today is Tuesday, May 26, 2026. Welcome to one of our final editions of the Colt News for the 2025-2026 school year. As the school year comes to a close, many classes are finishing up final projects and activities. In our video broadcasting and editing class, students were assigned to create their own Colt News mini stories.
For this project, students worked with a partner to create a short, informational 1 to 2 minute news-style story focused on something related to our school, similar to the types of feature stories you might see on local news stations like WJAC. Each project was required to include interviews, B-roll footage, and narration or voiceovers to help tell the story professionally.
Topics included teacher and student spotlights, clubs, sports, school events, and behind-the-scenes features from around the building. Today, we're excited to showcase some of the final projects that students have been working hard on over the past few weeks.
Have a great day, NC.
What's your favorite class to teach?
I don't want to sound cliche, but I really love all of my classes.
Oh, girl, come on.
But I guess if I would have to choose a favorite, it would be my year-long advanced child development course.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so you can go ahead and take it out now if you want, or you can just do a teaspoon of flour.
What's your best piece of advice to give to students?
Read the recipe.
How do you balance all 8 different classes?
Well, I strive to provide 1 lab a week for each class. And I keep a very detailed Excel spreadsheet with all of my activities. And I just try to have fun with it and be flexible, and my students are really respectful of that.
This is our first day at TSA States. We were at the opening ceremony, and then we decided to walk through the resort.
And then we went to prepare for our Debating Tech Issues event. And then we also went to eat lunch at the buffet.
And then we ran into some chapter members whenever we were watching Junior Solar Sprint.
Here's one of our middle school cars running.
Okay, right now we're on the way to the business meeting. We are here with our special guest, Mr. Klein. Alyssa cannot walk in her heels.
They don't fit.
And
I'm not sure why we're walking half a mile in them.
I don't know. Well, this is a great video. Goodbye.
walk
Oh my
barefoot.
gosh, just...
Come on, let's get barefoot.
Here's Mr. Klein holding the infamous white heel. And there's Alyssa.
And then we attended the business meeting to watch people get scholarships and awards.
Okay, we just got ice cream.
I got mine in a waffle cone.
Me too. Me and Alyssa got birthday cake, and Zach and Delilah got chocolate, and so we didn't get ice cream. Bye. Okay, we're at the award ceremony right now, and we're in the back, and we're really mad because we can't really see the stage that well. But we're all pretty nervous, so hopefully we do good. Here's Alyssa and I receiving our 2nd and 3rd place medals for prepared presentation.
Thanks for watching. What was your favorite part of the state conference?
My favorite part of the state conference was having the ability to see so many Northern Cambridge students be able to compete at that level.
Were you happy with the results that we had?
We had many students placed in the top 10 of the state conference, along with many top 3, so I was very proud of our students.
My name is Lainey Sorochko.
And my name is Cheyenne Ludwig.
Since the end of the year is approaching, so is state testing.
Many students struggle with both the Keystones and the SATs. So today, we decided to run a poll between students to see which one they think is harder, while also offering helpful tips, tricks, and encouraging words from your teachers so you can remember them during your next state test.
And here's what the students and teachers have to say. Mr. McKee was unable to film his interview with us, so I will be bringing his contributions for the English Keystones to our segment on his behalf. How do you help students prepare for the Keystones? To which he replied, in class, we read stories that were on the Keystones in previous years, and we answer the multiple choice questions. We also practice writing Keystone essays and compare good essays to the not so good essays. What do you think students struggle with the most on the Keystones? He says that students seem to struggle the most with the nonfiction module of the Keystone. That is why we spend a little bit more time preparing for that section. What are some helpful tips you can offer students? He recommended you should get a good night's sleep the night before, take your time, and don't stress over it.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Logan, and I'm here with
Mr. Torano.
And today we're asking him questions regarding the math Keystones. Mr. Torano, how do you help students prepare for the Keystones?
Well, all year long we go through all the material, and then the last week or so, we just started this past week, I tell them exactly which material, which content is on Module 1 and Module 2, and we review leading up to Module 1. We take a small break out to Module 1, review the material for Module 2, and I just do my best to prepare them and remind them everything they learned throughout the year.
What do you think students struggle with the most on the Keystones?
The questions. I always tell them the Keystone people try to trick them. They give the questions in funny ways, and the kids don't recognize the material that's being asked. They actually know the content, but sometimes they don't recognize it. So whenever I tell them, when you read it, you don't think I taught it to you, please know I did, and just try to keep looking until you figure out which part it is.
And what are some helpful tips that you can offer students?
I always tell them, make it hard for someone to give you a 0, especially in the open-ended, which is 40% of the score for the Keystone Math. There's some kids out there throughout Pennsylvania, you're going to leave them blank. They're going to write IDK. They're going to draw figures. They're going to make it real easy for someone to give you a 0. I hope our students try, even if they don't know what exactly they're doing. They put the work in and make it real hard for someone to give you a 0. The other kids, other places, leave them blank. That's an easy 0. Our kids put an effort in, even if it's not 100% right. Maybe they can gain partial credit.
Thank you, Mr. Toronto.
You're welcome.
My name is Lainey Sorochko, and I'm here with
Mrs. Chunko.
And today I'll be bringing you information on the biology Keystones. How do you help students prepare for the Keystones?
So beyond just teaching the material, a big part of what we cover are test-taking strategies. So the importance and tips of how to eliminate answer choices, as well as using your test to take your test, and really digging through to find what the question is asking. Those are all just super helpful things that a lot of people don't think about until it's test time.
What do you think students struggle with most on the Keystones?
Honestly, it's mostly how the questions are asked. So they throw in random pieces of information with scenarios that we've never talked about in class. And then it's just a matter of trying to analyze it and find what the question's really asking. So with a lot of the practice, you can find the topics that we're actually covering in class and what it's asking you about.
And what are some helpful tips that you could offer students?
So preparation is key. So you have to do your part to prepare for the Keystones and any other test. But once you've studied and prepared to the best of your ability, the biggest piece of advice I can give you is get a good night's rest. Try to have a clear mind because your headspace and your attitude going into it are going to be a key factor. So once you've prepared, know that you have the confidence that you did so, and then go in like you're going to ace it.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne Ledwig, and I'm here with
Mrs. Norman.
And today we are asking her a few questions regarding the SATs. How do you help students prepare for the SATs?
So I teach AP English, which is a college board test like the SAT. So we focus on a lot of the same things like reading comprehension, grammar, vocabulary, a lot of that stuff. So it's just kind of inherently in the class.
What do you think students struggle with the most on the SATs?
It's a higher level than they're used to. I think the time limit is a lot of the issue because I think if they had endless amounts of time, they'd be able to do better. But I think a lot of times they're not used to having to rush through something. So.
And what are some helpful tips that you can offer students when they take the SATs?
Take SAT prep with Mr. McKee. Always go with your gut on multiple choice questions because it's right most of the time. read. I can't say anything for the math because I know nothing about math. But in the English, like take your time reading and just think about what you're reading and read carefully because a lot of the time the answer is pretty obvious if you just take a second and breathe.
Thank you, Mrs. Norman. My name is Lainey Saberchko, and I'm here with
Mr. Farwell.
And today we're going to be giving you tips on the math SATs. How do you help students prepare for the math SATs?
Okay, so I don't do anything too special. I try to, while teaching the concepts, make sure we hit some word problems, some complex problems, because those are the problems that they like to ask on the SAT.
What do you think students struggle with most on the SATs?
I think that a lot of times it's the way the problems are worded. The SAT likes to throw a couple little tricks in there. They'll ask something that the student doesn't actually end up answering because they don't read the problem the whole way through.
And what are some helpful tips you can offer students?
Well, I would do just that. I would pay attention in your class to do not shy away from the complex problems, the word problems. Those are the ones that the SAT is going to ask about. And I would make sure you read the problem the entire way through and answer what the question is actually asking. And that would save you a lot of missed problems, a lot of missed points.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Lainey Saverchko, and I'm here with Ella Cass. And today I will be asking her questions regarding the keystones and the SATs. What did you find harder, the keystones or the SATs?
I found the keystones harder.
What part of the keystones did you find the hardest?
The biology was the hardest.
And what about SATs? What did you find the hardest?
The math was a lot harder.
And how did you prepare for both of these?
I took SAT prep and then I studied with my teachers.
Starting, so.
My name is Shannon Ludwig, and I'm here with
Ella Carpinello.
And today we are asking her questions regarding the state test that she has taken. Ella, which was harder, the SATs or the keystones?
I think that the keystones were harder than the SAT.
And which keystone was the hardest?
I think that the biology keystone was the hardest.
What part of the SATs did you struggle with the most?
I struggled with the math part of the SAT more than the English.
And lastly, how did you prepare for those state tests?
I prepared for the SAT by taking the SAT prep class, and I prepared for the keystone by studying with my teachers.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Shannon Ludwig, and I'm here with
Lainey Saverchko.
And today we are asking her questions regarding the state tests. Lainey, which one was harder, the keystones or the SATs?
The keystones.
And which keystone was the hardest?
I think the bio keystone was the hardest.
And what part of the SATs did you struggle with?
I struggled with the math part.
And how did you prepare for both of those tests?
I studied what the teachers gave me, and I just prepared